Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, everybody? We're back. More race practice. I hope you guys have all been well. What's going on? The race, next tournament race happening is going to be me versus Ren on Saturday. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably already happened. But, you know, it's all good. I've created quite a bit of a backlog for Dragon Blitz Daily. If I wanted to catch up, I'd have to post like 2 videos a day for a while, which I've considered doing, but I think that's too much. That's too much content. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, how's it going? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Join the live streams at twitch.tv/DragonBlitz so you can be up to date with all the fun stuff happening live. And, yeah, that's all I got. We're playing Nimble Light. I've talked about it before. I think I have a decent idea of what I want to do versus Ren. It's just a matter of practice and execution. I think playing more like Ren, unfortunately for me, is probably the winning strategy. The problem is that I'm not great at it, but we will see. We will see if I'm able to adjust. Nice job. Because it is all a matter of adjusting. There's no reason to grab that. We check Spirit Orb because we're here. We could even go to Castle Entrance through Forbidden Route. However, we can get the Warp whenever, so I actually think that that's a waste of our time. So instead of doing that, we get the 69 HP manipulation. Oh no, 68! If I take one more hit of damage, it's going to be over for me. I can't become the funny number, but the funny number for children and not for sophisticated millennials and elder Gen Z. But yeah. Alucard, of course, but money nonetheless. Don't need that. Okay. So we can go up through Alrox's quarters. I don't know what's in the shop yet. You know what I'm actually gonna do? Because I have some amount of money, I'm gonna go Outer Wall first. I think this play is better for a couple of reasons. One, it kind of delays the Alrox situation, and I want to delay Alrox a little bit. Two, it allows me to do the Alchemy Lab checks a little bit more efficiently, because I can then route Alchemy Lab into Alrox's quarters. But if I grab the Alrox warp now, there's not like a good reason to do that, because I would just then warp to Castle Entrance. And if I warp to Castle Entrance, what am I going to do? Go back to Alrox's quarters? That's like a closed loop. So routing-wise, I'm being more efficient by going this direction, grabbing a warp on this side of the castle, Alucard Sword, nice. And then using that warp to get around. So I think this is the right play from an efficiency standpoint. Because if I'm able to route more efficiently and then do left side and second castle, I think that unironically is my best bet versus our nemesis here. And the thing is I'm not even going to go inside the library yet. I want to check this relic. It's nothing. I'm going to do Fire of Bat. I'm going to grab the warp and then go entrance.
Streamer, you're scamming me out of my fake internet points! Go! Go! Die faster! Die!
I'm trying my best here. Thank you, Chag. I appreciate you. Nothing here. Okay. So we're not missing out on much here. The only thing with this route that is unfortunate is you miss out on the item checks in the clock tower. But it's all good. I don't mind. Because if you get random items and beat me that way, I don't care. I think I've come to the conclusion that losing to a random item drop or finding an item that I didn't find, I don't care anymore. This randomizer has already proven itself to be quite brutal with random events. And as long as I can get a weapon that gets me through the game relatively quickly, the odds of finding something better that saves more time is, in my opinion, very low. It's not like somebody would find like a random Chrysogrim drop or something like that and then use that to their advantage. Holy Rod's great. So many of the enemies in this game are weak to Holy, so it's doing like super effective damage essentially more often. Yeah, there's no way to lose with RNG from a randomizer, exactly. You know, after watching the tournament race back, I can't help but feel like, not that I did everything right, but I did play pretty well. There's obviously mistakes that I can point out, but I'm pretty happy with the way that I played. From a technical standpoint, I think I could have been more precise with some strategy stuff, but like, that ended up not mattering at all. The odds are low, but not zero. Yes, but we're not going to talk about the idea of doing the low odds play anymore, dude. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of explaining to people how statistics works. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of going on the internet and being like, hey, so here's how statistics works. Just for people to turn around and be like, but what if you just get lucky, though? And it's like, you guys just want to gamble, and that's okay. That's fine. I've already done this check. If that's all you care about, just go to your nearest casino, bet it all on black, double your money for free. Why don't you? Oh. But it's okay. I think I just have to accept that, like, and I mean this with full vitriol in my heart, sometimes being on the internet means that you're going to expose yourself to straight up the dumbest people to ever exist, and I just have to accept that. And honestly, I'm not a teacher, I'm not an educator, I'm not fucking Hank Green. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, actually what you're doing is being incorrect. Here, let me teach you a way to be more precise with your... Nope! Wrong! I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna make fun of you and say you're stupid and move on with my life.
Wow, this guy's so arrogant. Wow, he's so full of himself. He thinks he knows everything. Just because he's right all the time. Huh.
I'm not gonna do the item check. I already messed up the wing smash. Am I dumb? If you have to ask that question, you're probably not that dumb. Because at the very least, it means you're introspective enough to be willing to accept alternate realities other than the ones that you immediately accept on the face of it. It means you're curious enough to not be that dumb. Because I do think curiosity is an important step to education. Because it really do be the dumbest people you fucking know who are completely anti-curious and think, well, there's no way that, like, somebody else has thought deeper on the subject than I have, the guy who just came up with this opinion 2 seconds ago with no expertise in the field. Anyway, shouts to the internet, the reason I have a job, and also the reason I wish I was dead sometimes. It really true giveth and taketh away. Sometimes being on the internet means you have to expose yourself. That's a good clip. Hold on, out of context, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ooh. Okay, okay. Pause. I don't want to do Silver Ring yet. So we're just going to turn around real quick, do this, and then go Caverns. This doesn't have to be anything, but I also like this route because I can come back and do Silver Ring whenever. I can go to Castle Keep through Clock Tower. That's not like a priority or anything like that, but I can go to Caverns now. So let's do it. I like the idea of turning around here just to make sure, because I'm not going to have a better time to do this later unless I warp back to Alrox's quarters from Keep, which I guess is an option, but also I don't want to go that way if I don't have Mist yet. Yeah, let's do this now. So I'm pretty chill with this. I dropped my water bottle. Given that money was no object, would I still do this every day? Yeah, I do. Maybe not every day. I'd probably be a lot more experimental with the types of streams and the types of content that I would make, for sure. I'd be much more interested in creating more artistically prescient pieces of content. Something that I find like interesting or said something interesting from an artistic lens. Because I would find that more emotionally fulfilling. Ah! But what's more fulfilling than screaming because you got bad RNG in a randomizer? Let's be real, that actually is art. But no, I genuinely love Symphony of the Night, and I genuinely love the randomizer. So it's like, of course I'm going to spend my time doing this because I do genuinely love it, even though it... I think a lot of people get the wrong impression because I get frustrated. But it's not even necessarily getting frustrated at the randomizer. The thing that frustrates me the most is that I have to contend with, like, bad, illogical arguments from post hoc rationalizations about the way the randomizer works without fully investigating it from a bunch of people who, like, I love them to death, but the SotN community is not, like, we're not a bunch of statistical analysts. I'm not either. But nothing frustrates me more than when people will, right after a race, when their adrenaline is high and they just won because they gambled really hard, say with a straight face, no, actually the play I made was the correct play, when deep down in my heart I know what they did was just gambling. That's the part that's frustrating, where it's like, you didn't even win off of, like, gambling. You won off of, like, not even knowing what you're doing. Which, to me, is the most frustrating part. Would I design my own game? I've thought about game design as like a thing to do potentially as like a hobby, but then I realized I don't have time for it. Maybe if I had infinite money and resources, I would consider it, but then at that point, I wouldn't be able to create anything else because game design takes up 10 billion gajillion years to make a video game, so.
I'll suck you dry.
I'm coming!
I don't need that. Thank you, Blue Hippie. I appreciate the 23 months. Also, fantastic timing on that sub alert. It's almost like it came from the game itself. Director of game development. If I had $10 billion, I probably would, yeah. I would consider doing something like that. See, the problem is I would be so much happier with the randomizer if it was a real randomizer, Eldritch. Then at that point, I would never complain. You're saying you're not a multimillionaire from streaming? I am not one of the lucky few who is a multimillionaire from streaming, no. There's probably maybe like, I don't know, a couple dozen people who get to claim that they're a multimillionaire from live streaming as their revenue. Show me the library card. Meal ticket? Oh no! I have made an error. We haven't found the Jewel of Open progression item yet, so. I regret the nothing I've done every day. Nothing! Speaking of nothing. Dude, why are my wing smashes dropping? Hello? I'm ass at the game, apparently? That bonks, okay. That fucking bonks! Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it, Swamp. And my wing smashing not clean today. Not very clean, very dirty, very ucky. What's this real randomizer? Yeah. I'm just making fun of, like, one of the many dumbasses who have found themselves to this stream adrift in the world, who was frustrated that Symphony of the Night, SotN.io, if you will, wasn't a real randomizer. And when I pressed them on their, like, oh, is there some sort of, like, language barrier happening here? Are you trying to express, like, something, you know, trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt? They just doubled down and said, like, no, like, a real randomizer. Like, all of my favorite Mario games and Zelda randomizer, essentially, is what they said. Their exact words were they wanted enemy randomizer, essentially. And that would make it a real randomizer in their eyes. And in doing so, I promptly told them to go fuck themselves. The best part is we have that, Crackdog. We have a pixel randomizer. That's the fucked up part. It already exists. Yeah, I want more chaos was another thing that they said. It was just a bunch of, like, me, I want. I must consume. More consumption, please. And to that effect, I said, go fuck yourself, man. I don't know. I want all of these things, but I'm going to do nothing to help support the people who are making it a reality. I will not invest any time, resources, energy other than complaining. Wait, why is everyone booing me? Why does everyone think I'm an asshole? I can't believe Dragon Blizz's community is a bunch of bullies. I'm gonna go on Reddit and complain. They're the only people who agree with me. No, OP, you're not the asshole. That streamer probably makes multi-millions at your expense. He should be worshiping you at your feet as one of his loyal fans. In fact, we should do a brigade. Yeah, let's find him. Let's find his address.
If you don't like how the randomizer works, learn to code. The project is open source. Stop being a bitch and do something valuable with your life.
Or, hear me out, you could take your name off the project if you don't like how it works. Ah, comedy, as you say. It has a je ne sais quoi. Nah, it's cool.
I'm interested.
Firebat. If there's nothing in this library, I do want my money back, and I want $1 million. Cool. Nothing in the library. The Tokus is probably worth buying, actually.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Farewell for now.
I only make millions? I know. Poor ass. Brokey, even. I think maybe doing this library thing was a bit greedy. I think the correct play actually is go second castle. So now I basically have to hope that there's nothing at... Ooh, Lapis, however, I will put that on. Yeah, I think I just have to hope that there's nothing at Soul of Bat. Because I just did this trip. But it's fine. Oh, I haven't been to Castle Keep yet. Okay. There is a chance that Mist is available on a lower layer, and then the final Vlad is at Silver Ring. In fact, it's incredibly likely that that's the case.
Streamer, you're scamming me out of my fake internet points. Go! Go! Die faster! Die!
Yup. Thank you, Toby Bear. Whatever, man. What the fuck is this movement, streamer? Boo! You stink! Nah, that's fine. I have this as a backup. Yeah, we take the attack potion. I'm gonna need it for, like, Galamoth or something. Yeah, I don't think I played this one the best so far. I think the library trip was a bit greedy, but everything else I'm pretty happy with. I just want to refill my HP unironically because I took a lot of damage, and I don't have great defenses, I don't think. We're about to go second castle here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want the dog. I'm gonna be real. I just be dropping wing smashes. Did I put the... I did not. Okay. I did it too early. Oh no, I killed Richter! I hit him with a crit for 99999 damage. What up, Elpin? Crazy 4 blades %. Yep. You already know what time it is, folks. That's right. Pick a side, any side. Left or right. In this game show, you pick a direction, left or right, and if you guess correctly, you win $10 million. Spoilers, it's always left. Ha 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 ha. Ow! I thought he was going for the whirlwind. Left is always right. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm being impaled by the orb of confusion. It's all around me. All I can feel is a confused sense of being. Darkness is swirling all around me. I no longer know my own name. Everything about this existence is darkness and pain. Ho 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 ho! My secret meal ticket. I thought being French would make it a library card, but of course it's gonna make it a meal ticket. Fuck me. Hurts every time you ignore the karma coin. I have to, for the sake of humanity. Hello? Come on, man. I'm gonna need to practice that. Come up with an actual strat there. Actually, we go the other way. Sorry, Snorkel. We don't need you where we're going. Is it faster to gravity boot? I remember a long time ago somebody did the math and that wing smashes plus gravity boots, if you have the MP, is faster than just flying. But because I don't have mist, obviously I have to kind of just, you know, do something. I just don't have like an actual strat. Also, that's like the first time I've hit that wing smash at that angle in like forever. There is a way to do it faster. Obviously, mist batting is the fastest thing you can do there, but when you don't have access to that, there's something you're supposed to do. I have to look at the Discord and try and find it somewhere deep in the technique videos section. Because I think someone found that strat like well over a year ago at this point. There we go. It felt wrong. I mean, I did it wrong. I did it very poorly. I think there's a way to do it where it doesn't look or feel that wrong. I just haven't practiced it or looked into it myself. That's what I was worried about, but also it's fine because we're just looking for one random Vlad here in Second Castle. If we don't find it, it's okay. Because then we just go, yeah, just do this. Through Alrox's quarters, go to Silver Ring, find Final Vlad at Silver Ring. Not even randomized. Hold on. I do not have a library card. I'm going to kill Death and then go from there. Also, again, left side having progression. Shocker. I'm starting to think that, like, at this point, I think it's every seed I have played in the last 2 weeks. Left side has been the correct choice. And I understand randomizers are random. There is a random distribution. Just because you're seeing a lot of one thing doesn't mean that it won't even out over a long enough time period. But it's fucked up, is what I'm saying. Where does Death go when he dies? I don't know. Probably the same place we go. Oh, it's in the patch. They patched it so left side is best side. I see. Hello? I missed out on a shit ton of damage because I was stuck teabagging the floor. There we go. Gotta... Yes, guys, we have to fist him in the ass. Sorry. Ha ha! Shimmer said the funny thing. Do it again! Do it again! Ha ha ha! Fisting in the ass? That has a completely different context normally. Oh, that means something completely different. All right, we go back to first castle. We do the old... Wait, didn't I already do all rocks? I did already do all rocks. That's fine. Because we get the last Vlad now. And then we go right side and hope to find the final Vlad that way. Whee! Whee! Surely it's not Galamoth, right? Right. I guess Grand Floon is also a problem. Oh, yeah. That should work. Easy Maria skip. Ah! Show me a Vlad relic. And the quick grab for the swag. Don't mind me. We have the attack potion for Draken Shaft. It's pretty good. I have missed. I should be doing missed bets. Goddamn screen transition every time. Not bad. We definitely dropped a few wing smashes, but for a warm-up run, I don't feel too bad about it. All right, Medusi, show me what you got. Show me your ring. Please. I would never ignore you, milady. I would never skip Maria. Please, I'm so lonely. Medusi tips Fedora. There you go. Hold on. That's even better. I fucked that up. Yeah, Medusa has a high resistance to fist type weapons. Don't make the joke. Don't. It's the reason I switched to the Alucard sword. Because she can take a fisting. I'm not even lying. That's just true. She has like double 2x resistance to bludgeon damage, hit type damage. What up, Hatter? Oh, good. Ren just finished, so he probably skipped something. Or he found a library card, that's possible. Yeah, GG's, GG's. He might have skipped all of library, honestly. Because library wasn't necessary. I did say that the library chip that I did was kind of greedy. Yo, GG's, Ren. Did you end up skipping library?
No, sorry. No. I saw the Alucard shoot in the shop, but I don't buy because I don't have money.
Okay. I'm just trying to wonder what
I
you
skipped-
skipped.
Scylla, Merman, Granfalloon, Soul of Bat, Trio, Galamoth, Beelzebub.
Okay.
I have 3 blinds when I go down, so I just goes like I found Merman on the way. I said this is gonna be a goal, and I found whole glasses.
Gotcha. Yeah, I lost because I did all of the caverns, looking for the progression in Caverns
and
layer.
Probably Echo is gonna be at Holy Symbol.
Yeah, that's
Most likely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then rings are bait.
I did do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, and yes, holy glasses. But I did not find the other ring. I have only the silver.
I found both rings.
I found both rings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I found
I'm
both
checking
rings on the
check right now,
way
yeah.
to Castle Keep from Olrox's quarters, and then I just turned around and
I
did
don't
that,
check-
and
oh,
then did
sorry,
Caverns.
I don't check Aurochs and sword cards. Right.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's insane.
So you basically did only the checks that led to random Vlads or progression. GG's.
Yeah, my route was, take a look. My route was, we start on the Spirit Orb, right? Yes.
I love how this guy's like, you only skip a few things, and then you question him on it, and then he's like, well, I also skipped that, and I also actually I skipped that too. Okay, and I skipped that. Okay, and I skipped that too. Yeah. Okay, and I skipped that. Bro skipped half the fucking game. There it is.
Go back whence you
So I
came.
said.
That's time for me.
Echo.
The soul
Oh,
of my
jeez.
mother
Oh, I don't know if you
no
read. If you.
I just got
what I
the
say.
How?
I'm hitting forfeit.
How?
So my route was. I don't know if you're hearing it. I'm saying so. We start on Spirit Orb, so we got the bone.
You lost the ability to
So I
love.
said, I found the turquoise. I think was in Gravity Boots. So I
Yeah.
said, you know what? Let's check the shop.
I did the same
I
thing.
just go.
I went all the way to
I
the
go
right.
straight. I go straight to the right. I check the soft path. I open the warp, and I enter library. I saw the Alucard sheet. I say, well, I don't have a shooter or a Mablum, so it's information. It's nothing at the shop. So I leave. I check Cube of Zoe, and I go straight up to Castle Keep. So I found a second Vlad. So I go to
Wait.
Alchemy Lab, and I found a third Vlad.
Oh, did you not do
and
Fire of
Dual
Bat?
No, I did Fire of Bat. Yeah, I did Fire of Bat.
Then you
and
should have
Castle
had both
Keep, yeah.
rings, because that's all the stuff I did. By the time
Firebed wasn't a ring.
what I'm saying is, like, that's the only thing he could have skipped. I don't remember where the other ring was, but he
Wait
said
a
he didn't
second.
have rings. He should have
The
had
other-
both
I have
rings.
the silver ring. I have the silver ring.
No, you should have
the
both
other
rings.
was an O-Rock. No, the one of the rings
The
was an
other-
O-Rock.
Yeah, I.
But you
checked
said
the
you
Fire
went
of
straight
Bat,
to
there's the
keep.
ring. Yes, Fire of Bat and keep.
Wait, so you did
Sorry.
entrance, didn't do Alchemy Lab, turned around and then went
No.
from. So you did do Alchemy Lab, but you didn't do All Rox's quarters.
Yes, I did Alchemy Lab because Jewel Foper was there.
Okay, so you
What
skip
I
All
did
Rox, but
later,
how did you
I-
get to keep? You just went to back to Outer Wall and then from Clock Tower.
After library, I check Cube of Zoe and I check Fire of Bat and go keep. I found the second Vlad, so I go back to entrance and I check Alchemy Lab and I found the third Vlad and Jewel. So I have 3 Vlads and Jewel. Because of that, I say, you know what? I think I'm going straight to Spike Breaker because I already have 3 random Vlads. So I go to Demon Card and Spike Breaker, and I found Merman and Holy Glass. I say, okay, Holy Symbol, have Echo. So I'm going to second castle and I'm going to the left side because I like to do left side. And I found Mist. When I found Mist, I go to Death, I pick the Warp, I go back and I go straight to Silver Ring. I found the 4th
It's a
Vlad,
silver platter.
and I have
The game said, "Here you go, silver
5
platter.
against 4, I think.
Here you go.
So I said,
Here you go." No, you don't have to work for it. You can just have it. It's yours. Just find the correct things and skip all the things. Here you go.
You're a fucking madman.
No, he just got lucky that he decided to do keep
Yes.
before Aurox's quarters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if I have 3 Vlads there, I'd probably do something similar. I don't play as aggressively in caverns looking for progression.
Probably. If you have 3 Vlads
Yeah.
and if you enter caverns with 3 Vlads, probably do something aggressive, like maybe not too much aggressive like me, but you probably skip like Merman and maybe Succubus.
Yeah, maybe Merman Succubus or
And Grand
some-
Flume.
Yeah,
Oh,
I, mean,
yeah,
I also
Grand Flume,
skipped
yeah,
Grand
for sure.
Flume.
Yeah,
but
I also skipped
Which
Grand Flume
I didn't do Grand Flume because, fuck it.
I didn't
I
do
found
Grand
Merman
Flume because
there.
we had
Like, I'm
already
not even going
found.
there either.
Well, we found Merman statue, and
Yeah.
at that point, once I found glasses at Spike Breaker,
Breaker.
it's like there's no reason to do Grand Flume here because it's like the
Uh-huh.
only thing it
Yeah,
can be is a
there's no
random Vlad. It's not going to help towards anything else. So
And we
But,
already
like,
have 3,
not-
so we know
not
the
doing-
4th Vlad downstairs is gonna be like greedy, you know?
yeah,
Now, also not doing a holy symbol. Like, I didn't do holy symbol, but it was like, it was always in the back of my mind that could just be Mist, and Mist is behind that, and then the
I did do
Complexity
Holy
Vlad.
Symbol. It was nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's
you know
literally
what?
nothing.
That's one more thing I'm gonna say. I already said that. I'm gonna say it again. It's not because I win the race. No, it's not because of that. To beat Dragon Blitz or Dratch or Sword or Advent, I have to be aggressive because if I check the same amount of stuff they check, I lose. So because of that, I have
No,
to
you
be
didn't.
aggressive.
You didn't do anything wrong. You just happened to find a route that like fed you
I
the
think
correct
yes.
route on the silver platter.
That's also true.
Yeah, deciding to go keep instead of
yeah,
combining
yeah,
it with Silver Ring or All Rocks or anything like that.
Your live is muted for me right now, so I saw you're doing your hand, so it's talking about silver platter or something.
Yeah,
like that.
the game handed you the route on a silver platter, and you just took it. That's
literally
fine.
Literally handed
happens.
you the god route.
It happens. It happens sometimes. You find the god route. It's just easy. It's free, and you just win.
I think for real, in my perspective, I think the only mad thing I did was after Silver Ring, because I have less checks on second castle than the first castle. And I need one random flat. So for an example, in first castle, I have Oroc's Quarter Sword Card, that's 2. Succubus, Merman, Scylla, and Granfalloon, that's 6.
I mean, I think it's fair to go back to second castle because
it's right there.
Well, not just that it's right there. It's that the assumption is if you want to play aggressively, you go back to second castle because you assume that your opponent has checked the stuff in first castle. You don't want to try and chase them at that point because they already have that progression. You just have to accept that you lose if there's something random there.
Yes.
And then it becomes a lot more fun if you did end up both skipping the same thing and then you have to just blindly find it back in the first castle, which has happened a few times.
Question, some of you guys go back to library to buy the card shoe?
Nah, when I got there the first time, what I ended up doing is I went to the right to get the warp at Outer Wall, and then I warped to entrance. My thought was I can use this warp to go to the library whenever I need to, but I did it basically to get Fire of Bat, have the warp access, and then delay going to library until I either find Mist or find more money. I ended up coming back and having enough money for a Tulkas, but that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Mablo sword was on a reverse headache, so I'm desperately looking for one good shield, and I found a dark shield reverse cavern, so that's what I used.
I got to the center teleporter and teleported to entrance and did it then. So I didn't have the outer wall teleporter, but that also gave me the ability to, whenever I got holy glasses, teleport to the center and do all rocks quarters and then loop around into the library. Because it doesn't make sense to not go to library because you want to find like a random Vlad so that you're at 4 Vlads and you're just searching for complexity.
My only play, honestly, that I wish I had done was delay library entirely until I found Mist. But I ended up going before I found Mist, and that ended up. And at that point, I would have like. Oh, the reason I say it is because then I could have deduced later on that I could just full skip all of library.
Of course, the best scenario if you delay library for Mist every time. But the problem is if you don't find Mist and there's something random on the library, you got fucked up because of that. Could be, So
of course, but that's just how it goes. I mean, the other thing is you could miss out on like the shop having cheap library cards, and then your route is just like way more complicated than everybody else's that goes to library. But
yes, also true. So run back.
Run back for sure. GG's.
It was a good one.
I'm sure it was a good one for you. GG's. No, I mean, I'm not that surprised Ren found the God route because he decided to go keep first, which is like, I considered it, but my thought was, why go keep now? Because that makes All Rocks worse later. But then I ended up doing All Rocks anyways. It was honestly a mishmash of ideas that just didn't work out correctly. But we're trying things out. It's fine. YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, join the live streams over on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.